Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're checking out Top Mach Studios' brand new B-2 Spirit. Now this is a pre-release version of the plane, so there may be bugs, there may be issues. So don't judge this aircraft since the release of the actual version 1 is not out just yet. But this video is also not going to be a tutorial. It's going to be more of a pre-release showcase of some of the features, the flybys, sounds, all that kind of stuff. It's a great aircraft. I love it. They knocked this one out of the park. They probably have knocked it out of the state, in my opinion, just to get a little over the top. But yeah, this thing it's awesome. A lot of this, the cockpit is 100%, from what I can tell, or from what I've read, 3D modeled, custom 3D modeled, and from what I've seen picture wise to the real B2 cockpit, it's on point. It's on point, and I love it. Now there is the flight model or the flight plan. You can do flight plans in this thing, like you can do like the PMDG 737s. You could do the same general way, but not fully like those flight systems. But this thing is absolutely, I just can't stop raving about it. The detail, the attention to detail that did to this is on point. I don't know how they did it though, because I am sure that a lot of the systems on the B2 are still classified, since this is a fully active aircraft. So I just, yeah, there's just certain things I'm just not, I throw a lot of questions like, how did they get this information? How do they know that it works like this? I don't know if a lot of it's just guesswork, but yeah. Let's go ahead and jump in the cockpit. We can show you inside the cockpit real fast. All right, now we are inside the cockpit. As you can see, it looks it's clean, and it looks so good. Everything in here is actually modeled the way it should be in a B2. They have done extensive research from what I can see. They even put the a tablet up here to make things a little bit easier. But yeah, this thing is awesome. There's even a toilet behind the co-pilot. Nice little feature, and you can flush it as well. So we'll do that here in a minute, because I mean, I don't know if let's just start on the plane real fast. This is over here. You can do external power.
Warning, caution, warning.
Then you have these
Warning,
cautions and warnings
caution,
coming up.
Caution.
Disable that. And then come over here. You can turn your air crew on from from the tablet as well. As well as you can put your basically your tags, your safety tags, so you don't remove anything on accident. There's your air crew right here. Now, there's a funny little thing about your pilot, and I thought this was a good touch. I like this. So if you move your camera away from the guy and you turn around, he's headless. And I don't know if there's, I guess I maybe never realized it on any other models, but I don't know if any other developers do it this way. But this I like, because yeah, it's just different. Let's just get back centered on the head. Yeah, see, I don't know why, but I like that feature. That's that's kind of cool. But I always like flying without air crew, so you don't really see any, because they kind of, I don't know, they can sometimes get in the way. Wheel chocks, you can do those. And you can also active MFDs. You can have both the MFDs working, or you can always designate on which side you want to work. Now then you have your air carts. Let's just put the air carts, fire extinguisher, munitions loader, ground tug, ground power unit, scaffolding, munitions cart. All of the works. Like I said, Top Mach Studios didn't spare any expense on this, and I love it. You have your starters right here. So I didn't really know this before, but this plane has 4 engines. I thought it was just 2 really, really big engines, but no, there's 4 engines in this thing. So in each engine, so the engines in this aircraft are their General Electric's F118-GE-100 engines. Thrust power is 17,300 pounds each. That's a lot of thrust. This thing is a very powerful plane. Its weight is 160,000 pounds. So, and then also the height of the aircraft, the plane itself in dimensions is amazing. So if you actually look at the plane's very wide. It's a very wide plane. It's different than any really plane you've seen. Obviously, there's no tail. That's mainly why. But the length of the plane is 69 feet. Height of the plane is 17 feet, and the wingspan is 172 feet. 172 feet. That's huge. So yeah, it's definitely a big aircraft. The ceiling, this plane operates at up to 50,000 feet. I've actually flown it, and it can actually get to 50,000 feet easily. It does take a little bit of time, but it's not like it's going to take you forever, but it is possible. So the unit cost, this plane, unit cost wise, is $1.157 billion per aircraft. And there were 21 active planes. The 21 active planes are now down to 19. 2 of them crashed. So you have now the planes, though, they're all Spirit of America, Spirit of Arizona, New York, Indiana, Ohio, Mississippi, Texas, Missouri, California, South Carolina, Washington, Kansas, Nebraska, Georgia, Alaska, Hawaii, Florida, Oklahoma, Kitty Hawk, Pennsylvania, and Louisiana. We're gonna put those names on the screen so you guys can see them. But yeah, those are the names of all the aircrafts. Now the operating location, there's a headquarters for the B-2, and it's at White Man Air Force Base in Missouri. Now we've moved back into the cockpit, and as you can see, I mean, like I said, the systems inside here are really good. Now on this display here, you see FCS. I've been having issues where I guess there's something installed on my flight sim that's forcing the water rudder to turn on. So to fix that, if anyone has that, it's just a Control W to get rid of that. Now let's go ahead and turn on the battery. Actually, no. Let's check this out first. If you walk back here, you have this hatch. This is the entry hatch for the pilot and co-pilot.
Caution.
And then what you can do also, it opens up and I just love how everything's so detailed that you can actually exit out of the plane right here. And then you can just go around the plane, inspect it. The detail in here is awesome. I love the amount of detail in the bays. So this bay right here opens when you open up the pilot hatch, or the crew hatch. Now let's go back in here. We're gonna go and open up the weapons bay. We'll go look inside there as well. So go down here to weapons and open. So we're gonna go ahead and leave out the back again. And there it is. We're gonna walk around we're not gonna go climb underneath the front little, I guess, air diffuser, you can call it. But now we are looking through the bomb bay. The detail in here is awesome too. There will be no weapons on launch because one, Microsoft Flight Simulator does not allow for weapons on their planes in the marketplace. So there will be a later mod so you can install bombs on this aircraft. Same with the other side. It's going to be exactly the same thing. So yeah, they did a lot of work on getting a lot of detail to the bomb bay. So let's go back inside. We're going to come back down here and hit close. See the entry door, it says it's open. There's also each one of these seats, the pilot and co-pilot, have their own ejection seat handle so you can arm them. And then we're going to also close the hatch back up back here. Also, here's the toilet. Kind of a interesting add-on. I'm not sure what, I mean, this is a little cubby hole. You see the fuses up there. None of them are you can work, obviously, but I'm not really sure what this would be for. Maybe this is could be makeshift bed, maybe. I don't know. It's, yeah, I'm not sure. Let's go back up here. You can also flip on your center display. But let's see, the batteries are off. We're going to turn our anti-skid on. We're going to come down here. We're going to turn on our flight control battery and then our utility battery. Parking brakes engaged. We're looking good. All right, we're going to come down here as well. We're going to flip on our cabin packs for airflow. Also over here, we're going to turn on our engine auxiliary doors to auto, so we can get more air into the engines on takeoff. But I really love the APU on how it starts. So let's go ahead and check that out real fast. Look at that flame. There's a little flame that pops out right there. You know what? We should probably remove the gantries. So we're going to do that right now. Air start cart gone. Fire extinguisher, munitions loader, tug, munitions cart, scaffolding, and ground power unit. We're going to turn off ground power unit since that's gone. Also remove the chocks. And then we are good to go. So the APU, yeah, I see a little flame that pops out right there. Really good. Just the amount of detail that they did to this plane is absolutely like jaw-dropping. It's like, wow, this is some detail. So APUs are on. So this thing actually has two APUs for the left engines and the right engines. Let's go do the anti-collision lights on. Position lights. So this is a really cool thing too. These position lights, when you turn them off, they fold back into the wing. Reason for that is because of the stealth. When this thing pops out, I'm pretty sure this thing will light up on radar like the 4th of July. And then you, what's position lights? Yeah, you see it fold back in. But we're in the US, we really don't need stealth. Let's go ahead and I'm already going to kick on the generators. And let's go ahead and take a listen to the engine startup. So all you have to do is come up here, hit auto, it does it all for you. All right, engines are started up. We can then turn off the APU. So like I said before, down here, you can come down here. This is your autopilot, so you can put it in your headings and stuff manually. But there is also flight plans you can put in here. Really cool add-ons. This thing could be a long haul flight. Of course, though, this thing it can be in the air for up to 6,000 nautical miles. All right, turn the air bleed on, or bleed air on. Parking brake still engaged. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the taxi light. Let's go ahead and take her up into the sky. All right, as you can see, we've lined up now onto the runway. Now, like any other plane, you give it full power. I love that thunderous sound that you have, at least on my headphones, that thundering sound of the engines. Now, I think there should be something that comes up on the screen right there, TBT. Not sure what I don't know. I don't know if that's because I'm giving it too much thrust. I'm not sure what those are. It's nothing really too much to be concerned about, since it's takeoff, I would believe. All right, taxi lights, we can turn those on. But she takes off so easily. Plus you have this huge indicator right here on your vertical speed. All right, drop power down a little bit. And yeah, we're airborne. I like the indicator down here for airspeed, and then you have your Mach speed, altitude indicator with your barometric pressure. Yeah, this thing just flies so beautifully. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna come down here and set our altitude to, let's see, we're gonna do initial 30,000. Of course it's gonna do that. Whoops, clear. It's gonna freak out for a second. With a climb profile vertical 2,500 feet per minute. I don't know what this thing just did, but it didn't do it. I must have pulled on the stick a little bit. It's all right. Yeah, I think I pulled the stick a little bit while I was trying to do this. So it's my fault. We're gonna do master on. We're gonna keep the heading where we're at. All right, you see the indicator is going up. But yeah, this plane is absolutely amazing. You also do have a refuel port on this aircraft. It does do mid-air refueling. All you have to do is flip this switch right here, open, and it swivels open right here. And there's your refuel. I haven't tried it yet on the air show assistant, if it works. Of course, though, it would be very, very difficult to do because the air refueler is way back here, which would not. You can't see where the probe is going in, which makes things really difficult. But yeah, autopilot's all down here. Your comms, navigation. So you can put your origin and destination. You put your IFF. Index. Yeah, this thing just has a lot of good stuff. Now, the tablet over here does have this. I personally, I don't see myself using this. I think this is more of a, for some people this would be a cheat than not, so you don't use this. I think. I'm not sure. But I'm probably just going to keep it on this page. These other buttons do not work. Not sure what... Whoops. Okay, that's what that's for. All right.
Caution, caution.
Oh, I forgot to turn that on. Pitos. Pitot heat's on. But yeah, all in all, this thing is absolutely a gem. So I've talked with Top Mach Studios about the plane, and they've given me additional information on a roadmap they are actually planning for this aircraft. So they're including weapons display mod, ongoing avionics updates and features, ordnance management and release animation. That's what got me, is the release animation. That's gonna be, sounds like it's gonna be a challenge, but I'm all for it, and I can't wait to get that. That's only a little bit of what they gave me. They told me they have other features that they're planning. They just didn't disclose them. So this will take weeks to months for those features to actually pop up. Now, the key issue with this is that the only people that will be able to use these features that are weapon dependent are on PC. Xbox users will not be able to use this, unfortunately. You can blame Microsoft Flight Simulator for that, because the marketplace doesn't allow weapons in their marketplace, obviously, from what they disclosed. So I do apologize. I shouldn't say I apologize, but sorry to the Xbox community on that end. But yeah, this plane is absolutely a gem. So this plane is used as a long-range strike and surveillance, and it's been in use since the 90s. I think the first B-2 to go into active service was in 1994, and they're all but 2 are still in service. Like I said, 2 of them crashed. I think one is it didn't really completely crash. It caught on fire, and the damages were so bad that they found it way too costly to bring it back. And I think that was the Spirit of Hawaii. I hope everyone enjoyed the video today. A little quick look at the B-2 bomber by Top Mach Studios. It is a gorgeous plane. I love the interior. It's well done. But yeah, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Really helps out the video. And I hope to see you guys in the sky with the B-2. Have a great one.